And I hear God in the midst of this season calling us, just like he did Isaac. Son, you can go to Egypt and you can work with your own hands. And you can have that, and you can put food on the table, and I'll be with you. But the promise that I've spoken to you will go to the next generation. It'll not be fulfilled with you. I think sometimes we're in the midst of our trials, and we're like, this is too heavy. Like this should not be this hard. God spoke the promise. Like, should it just happen? I mean, it's God after all, right? Should it be this heavy? Because this is pretty heavy. And I'm kind of getting weary carrying all of this. And what we think in this, and we often buy into the lie, and our American culture perpetuates the lie, and the lie is that it's all about me. The reason that it's so heavy is that it's not all about you. See, the promise that God has given you for your life is bigger than just for you. God is a generational God. The breakthrough that you're contending for, the promise, when you're in the midst of your promised land and you're looking around and it's destitute, what you are contending for transcends you. It's bigger than you. Your life is more than just you. You're fighting for the generations. The Bible says that a righteous man will leave an inheritance to his children's children's children. Right? We're contending to set up our children. We're contending for the breakthrough in our generation, in our life now, so that we set them up here, not here. I don't want to set them up at the starting gate of where I started and failed because I wanted to go to Egypt because Egypt looked easier at the time than the dust bowl of my promised land that I found myself in. I don't want to run to Egypt and leave it to the next generation to pick up that mantle of promise and to move into revival or to move into a city transformed or whatever your promises are. I don't want to leave it to my next generation. I want to model something powerful to them now. I want to model what it looks like to to wrestle with God, to wrestle with the prophecies that I've been given, to be tenacious over those things in the now when I'm looking out with my eyes and the devil's telling me it's not even possible, and your own eyes are tricking you into believing that your promised land is a desert wasteland that can't grow fruit anyways. I want to contend, I want to fight with God in the middle of that place with Him, and I want to see breakthrough in my generation so that my children can start with breakthrough and take it on even further. If we go to Egypt, we're literally setting the generations back. We're not setting them up.